Welcome to All Stocks Index, a video series that breaks down the financial performance of every publicly traded company. In this video, we look at Walmart's financial results for fiscal year 2024. Walmart was founded on July 2, 1962, headquartered in Bentonville, Arkansas. Current CEO Doe McMillon. Number of employees 2,100,000. Market cap is $660 billion. Current stock price is $82. Walmart belongs to a consumer staple sector in the retail industry. Walmart Inc. is an American multinational retail corporation that operates a chain of supermarkets. Walmart offers a one-stop shop for grocery and consumables, health and wellness, general merchandise, fuel and auto care, home and apparel, tech, office, and entertainment. Walmart also offers memberships and other services. Let's analyze Walmart's financial performance for fiscal year 2024 by breaking down the 10K report. Let's begin with the income statement. Sale of products and services produces revenue, and after paying off all expenses, the company is left with net profit. In 2023, 68% of Walmart's revenue came from U.S. sales, 18% from international sales, 13% from Sam's Club, and 1% from memberships and other. Walmart has the highest revenue of any company in the world. Walmart's annual revenue has been growing for the last 10 years at an average rate of 3%. In the last year, Walmart's revenue reached a record of $648 billion. Cost of goods or services sold was 76%. Reported gross profit was over $158 billion, of which 83% was spent on operating expenses. The last 5 years saw a steady decline of operating expenses. However, it is still 1% higher than 10 years ago. Operating income has been declining over the last 10 years, but saw a 1% recovery in the last year. Accounting for tax and other net expenses, we get a breakdown of all Walmart's expenditures. Thus, after subtracting all cost, we are left with a net profit of $15.5 billion. Walmart's net profit recovered since its low of 2019, but still didn't reach the peak of almost $17 billion, set in 2013. Profit margin, which is a ratio of net profit to total revenue, was only 2.4%. Walmart is known for its low margins, but they are lower than they were 10 years ago. Earnings per share, a ratio of net profit to shares outstanding, was $1.91. It was the highest earnings in a decade, with positive growth. Increasing revenue was the main driver behind the booming earnings. In addition, Walmart repurchased and retired 54.6 million shares in 2023. PE is a ratio of company's share price to its earnings. It was 30.4 at the time of the reporting. Walmart's PE ratio is rising, but remains far below its highs of more than 50. Turning our attention to the balance sheet, total assets equal total liabilities plus equity. Walmart holds a total of over $250 billion in assets. The largest portions are property and equipment at $110 billion and inventories at $55 billion. Total liabilities is $162 billion, where a third is accounts payable. Let's examine Walmart's ability to pay its short-term debt obligations. First, the cash ratio. We take the most liquid assets and divide by current liabilities. In fiscal year 2024, this ratio was around 0.11. It appears that Walmart almost always had 10 times more current liabilities than cash on hand. Furthermore, current ratio of 0.83 indicates they might struggle to meet their short-term obligations with only their current assets. However, Walmart has fine-tuned its operations to purchase and sell its inventory in time to cover its outstanding obligations and even turn a profit. Checking the leverage ratio of total debt to total assets, we notice that besides a small spike in 2020, this ratio remains consistent at around 24%. Walmart's debt is 4 times smaller than its assets. Similarly, even though debt spiked in 2020, it subsided to a level of 73% of total equity, indicating that Walmart maintains a healthy financial structure that's less reliant on borrowed funds. Walmart has been paying a consistent amount of dividends to its shareholders. Walmart does not increase its dividend payment even though its revenue is growing annually. Return on assets has also been consistent, but appears to be a few percentage points lower than a decade ago. Looking back, return on equity ratio indicates that Walmart had some issues in 2019, but recovered after the pandemic, not quite reaching the level it was 10 years ago. Breaking down the cash flow from operating activities, net earnings attributed to the large portion of cash inflow in fiscal year 2024, followed by depreciation and amortization. On the investing side, Walmart paid over $20 billion for property and equipment in a single year. Net cash provided by financing activities was a negative $13.4 billion, mostly driven by expenditures such as repayment of obligations, purchase of stock, and dividends. So, does Walmart have cash? Strictly cash, Walmart has about $10 billion. If we add investments, that amount goes up to $17 billion. However, Walmart has plenty of debt, so subtracting it from cash and cash equivalent amount leaves the company with negative $25 billion in total cash. Investors and analysts typically look at the company's free cash flows, which is calculated by subtracting capital expenditures from operating cash flows. Walmart had a consistent history of satisfactory cash flows. The question is, can they actually grow? Estimating free cash flows into the future and discounting them to present value, we can approximate the company's intrinsic value and derive its current share price. We calculate $96 a share. According to this model, Walmart is currently trading at a discount. That's all for now on Walmart. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. We plan to provide similar content for all publicly traded companies.